The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game,
Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And off we go in Santa Clara. Here's Avery Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr. Penix going to throw straight away.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game, but he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
On second down, Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? From the shotgun, Penix. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. On comes Bradley Pinion. Spent his first 4 seasons in the Bay Area to punt it. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
From the 19, Kittle brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. From the gun is Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. Starts the return at the 34. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Robinson, a 1st down and more. 19 on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. great blocking to spring him. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another carry for Robinson. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Penix here from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Penix working from the gun. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third. Have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Falcons take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Drake London with the touchdown. Well, he definitely won. Out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
And again, it's Penix. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
That's about trust. Trusting your QB is going to make the right decision on these crucial scoring plays. He found his read, and he made the connection for 2.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Second drive coming up for this 49ers offensive unit. Purdy on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. But still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Falcons ready for their next possession. On 1st down, here's Penix. Got a man, it's London. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up. Penix now to throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Penix. He puts some power on a deep one left. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing fourth down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Trying for it with Penix. And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Purdy setting up that play action. And the defender redirects that. Nicely done, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's second down coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Running back sent in motion. On third down, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And that gets him back within 5.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, here comes Williams on. Manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Now here come the Falcons on offense. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're... Come out here again. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. Penix now. Oh, put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. And with a half a football left to play, we can see already how close he is to that 100-yard mark in this game. Gotta think that he stands a good chance of reaching it with plenty of time left to go. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. He's trying another one deep. They connect on the deep shot. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. And he's in for the touchdown. The Falcons widen their lead to 11 in the 1st. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons push the lead up to 12. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's walloped. Gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now Purdy. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. He'll get this complete to Jennings. And that's good for a gain of 5. D. Alford getting there for the stop. All right, here we go. 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. Finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards. Move the sticks. First down from the red zone. Cut by Jennings. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd and 3 now. Now it's McCaffrey. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers lower the deficit to a single possession. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. This return makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. That one's complete to London. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one. And got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Staying with Robinson. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. Here's Penix. Has it downfield working the left. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. Brought down by Fred Warner. Stuck to the ground, but nothing gained that time, and it brings up 3rd and 7. Penix here from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Mitch Wisnowski on the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fields this at the 19. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So before they can set up for another play, we've hit the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Robinson on the inside give. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Play action, here's Penix. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They kick the running back in motion. On 2nd and 10, it's Penix. He's looking deep once again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw intended for Drake London. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Penix working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Now punted away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Got 44 yards on his first kick, Brock, and this one looks to be longer. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
Running it now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation, a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Here's 2nd and 11. Throwing the out route complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Wow, wide open here, complete. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They'll run here on 1st down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. They will take that execution every time.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 2nd and 3 now. From the 48. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short? On the give, here's Robinson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. A run here with Robinson. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Penix. That's into the hands of Moore. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Brought down by Fred Warner. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Able to get it to Moore. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Caught, nice gain left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Now a give, it's McCaffrey headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. From the gun is Purdy. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Moody knocks it through. And that's going to give them the lead.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. McLeod now returning it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Throwing, Penix. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Falcons will have a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Moore's got it. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. And again, it's Penix. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And oh, someone stepped. Intercepted. Dre Greenlaw picks it off. And the 49ers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Motioning the tight end now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
That one doesn't make it beyond the line. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Penix now to throw. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Trying for it with Penix. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Dre Greenlaw picks it up.